State your name if you have not already done so, and your state, and your city.
Greg from New York.
New York's in the house. We got love for all. Right. State your name.
Okay, Tia, I think we're ready to go.
Alrighty, all right. Everybody, good evening, good evening. This is Tia Thomas out of New Jersey. And I'm excited for everyone to be on this Team Huddle call tonight. As you can tell, I have a lot of extra at my new birth, so I'm really excited. But I am not your host tonight. But I'm going to be able to introduce someone who I respect so much. Most of you already know him and are, working with him. He's an industry leader. Guys, this man right here, I've worked with him in the past, and I tell you, he loves people. He loves helping people. And, he's a winner, but he wants everyone to win. And, he's a global director in Total Life Changes. He's earned that position in less than a year. Crazy. I've seen him walk away with a $250,000 check in July in Atlanta. And it's because he helped a lot of people. Okay? His check is big because his team is big, and he's helping a lot of people win. Without further ado, I want to welcome to the line my friend, my mentor, one of my coaches, Mr. Global Director Randy Crosby. You there?
Well, thanks a lot, Tia. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Well, great. I want to say it's a pleasure and a privilege to be on the line with all of you leaders, many of you guys that are in the business. Some of you are brand new, others you seasoned veterans in the company, and it's a blessing, it's an honor, and it's a privilege. I want to thank Tia very, very much. She's an executive director with the company, and guys, it's growing a phenomenal team. We're going to interview her in a few moments, and you guys will be able to hear from her. But this call, ladies and gentlemen, it's not about me, it's not about Tia, it's not about any of the guests that we have lined up to speak to you tonight. It's about us, it's about everybody, it's about a team. It's a team huddle call. I was just speaking a few moments ago, and I was, doing one of our calls, and it occurred to me that when you have a football team or a basketball team, and their defense is not doing what it should be doing, or the offense is not scoring enough points or missing opportunities, if that team continues to go on and they never call a team huddle, if they never get together and discuss what they're doing wrong, chances are they will lose that game. Because, ladies and gentlemen, to continue to do something and expect a different result is insanity. See, when I got started in this company, ladies and gentlemen, there's a couple things that I do know. Something that has to happen in order for you to move forward. First of all, you have to be willing to change. Because you cannot expect change to happen unless you are willing to change. When you change yourself, ladies and gentlemen, you change your outcome. And that's why this call is tonight is so important. And I want you guys, if you can, make sure you take a lot of notes this evening. Because you're going to hear some phrases, you're going to hear some slogans, you're going to hear some things that not only make the business what it is, but literally can help you explode your business. And what I appreciate the most about each and every one of you is that you, first of all, you made a decision to be a part of what I call, in my opinion, the best opportunity out there for a person to have not only sustained income, but life-changing income. Why? Because it's built on life-changing products. See, if you understand something, and if someone's on the back line, I can hear you talk. You may want to just make sure your line's muted. Guys, you have to understand something here, is that when you call a team huddle, when you bring yourselves together and you discuss the things that you can improve on, and you discuss and help your teammates to know what they need to do to get to that winning level, that's what this call is all about. But it's about a mind shift. So you have to, first of all, be willing to say, I need to make a shift. I remember when we went to the convention that they had in February, and then we went back to another convention, and the whole concept was about a shift. And I noticed that every time I went to one of the corporate events, my check would go up. You can call it coincidence. Ladies and gentlemen, I call it preparedness. I call it the ability to be able to go to learn from other people. You come back and you start implementing things, and when you do that, change happens. You change yourself, you change the way you do things, and you change your outcome. See, this company is built on a model which is retail. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, are not willing to do what other people do, and that's why they're not going to have what other people have. It's really just that simple. It's a simple principle. It's the same principle that this company was founded on, and that is giving amazing instant gratification products. I don't have to tell you that an instant gratification product will sell itself. You don't have to sell it. You share it. When you share it with someone, ladies and gentlemen, they gravitate towards it. Why? Because it meets a need of what they have, of what they want. Imagine this. Would it be difficult to sell water to someone in the Sahara Desert? Of course not. Because that need is there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some of the most phenomenal instant gratification products on the planet, and the company's adding more. It just keeps getting better. The only thing that you and I have to do is literally know how to insert ourselves into an equation where we can do and produce the results that are phenomenal. And the reason why I say that you can do things that are absolutely phenomenal because you have a product that people want. And so we're going back to our same thing that I tell people that people that are in business with me all the time. Guys, we have to understand the power of what we have. And if you understand that you have something that people want, you know that the opportunity to make money is there. The whole model about retailing, and if you think about it right now, most people who join a business, we're in business, and it seems like you're all by yourself at the beginning that you're in business. But the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, when you operate as a team, and when you appreciate the power of sharing and learning from other people, guys, you will start to perform at a level that you never even knew was possible for yourself. And that's why we're on this call tonight, because there are people on this call that have made a mental shift. There are people on this call tonight, ladies and gentlemen, that have decided if change is going to happen for me, if I'm going to reach that next level, and you guys all have heard about the people in the company who are making phenomenal amounts of income, but yet they all have something in common. They all have in common the importance to retail. You know, I was speaking with Kenny Lloyd, and I was sitting with him last night. And Kenny asked a profound question. You might want to write this down. What do you think the most important thing is? Is it building recruits, getting other people to come into the business to work with you? Or is the most important thing retail, the product? Well, readily, most people will tell you getting other people to come into the business with you. That's not necessarily true. See, Kenny pointed out a very, very good point. See, networkers will come into a business with you, but if it's not built on a solid basis, if it's not built on something that's going to anchor them into the business, the next thing that comes along, guess what? They're running after that. And then the next thing that comes along, they're running after that. I know I've had several people who've joined on our team, and for the most part, they're there, they're working, they're building. But we had some people that had a lot of potential, but they were in it just for the networking aspect, and so when another deal came along, they ran to that deal, and when that one didn't work out, another deal, guess what? It came along, they ran to that one. You know, when the company ran out of the teeth, that was a challenging time for all of us. Some people, they run when it comes to adversity. Some people run where there's a challenge. And you know, the most amazing thing is that when people run from a challenge, guys, you know what you're running away from? You're running away from an opportunity to solve a challenge or a problem. Now, you think about ask yourself a simple question, guys. This is all of us. We're talking tonight. I've been in this industry for well over 20 plus years. I have never seen a single company yet that did not have a challenge, did not have a problem, did not have something to overcome several times. The amazing thing in life is the people that get wealthy. Is it the ones that sit back and say, oh, we got a problem, we got to stop. Oh, we got a problem, this didn't work out the right way, let's just go home for the day. No, ladies and gentlemen, the people that get wealthy are the people that recognize that there's a problem, that there is a challenge, and they find a solution. Do you realize that everything that you and I do on a daily basis, that maybe 100 years ago people weren't able to do? Many of us 10, 15 years ago weren't able to do. How many of you guys 10 years ago, if you think about it, had smartphones? I was just discussing with my wife the other day. It's amazing, the amount of texts that we send out every single day, and it's commonplace. But 15 years ago, we didn't even know how to text. It was unheard of. Nobody knew about it. See, you have to understand, guys, this is psychological. Somebody figured out that that was a problem. Somebody figured out there's a way that people can communicate a little bit better, and so they found a solution. 100 years ago, someone said it takes too long to go from New York to California by an automobile, or by horse and buggy 200 years ago. And someone created a solution, and they became wealthy doing it. Just like when they invented their airplane. Someone saw a problem. Everybody else realized there was a problem. It takes this long to get here. Someone developed a solution for the problem, and they became wealthy. That's how life works. When it comes, ladies and gentlemen, to your body, to your quality of life, people are more broke down now than they ever were before. We eat foods that are absolutely no good for us. We're not getting our proper nutrition. That is a problem. And now with these amazing products, it is a solution. And those that are busy in spreading the solution are going to be those that literally change their financial income status. See, that's why when Kenny said that the real way to build a business, it's built on the retail, or as you guys heard Coach Stormy say, retail to recruit. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'd rather have 100 customers purchasing the product that they want, that they need, and that they feel every single week or month. Why? Because that's sustained residual income. As opposed to having 100 networkers come in and 95 of them leave and run off to the next deal. Just like I said, I had a few people on my team. Guys, I know one gentleman, he is now on his 6th deal. And he left when the T became a challenge. And he ran to another company. He said, I'm going to go with this company because this company has a similar product, and they have, they have this and they have that. And a gentleman tried to tell him, do you not think that company's not going to have a problem or a challenge? Oh, no, they've got their act together. Well, guess what? Something happened with the crops of what they were, I don't know whether it was a storm, whatever happened, whatever the company told them, and I wasn't there privy to the information, but I did hear secondhand, whatever it was that happened, they no longer had the product anymore. So guess what happened? That same company that he thought was never going to have a challenge or problem, they now had it. They could not get their product, and guess what happens? Now the same people they brought over to that company started to disperse and run to other companies. See, ladies and gentlemen, the people who run when a challenge comes are not the people who experience the prosperity, because the one that experience the prosperity are the people that figure out a solution, and they concentrate on the solution and never on the problem. They understand that there is a solution. In fact, they don't even treat it as a problem. They treat it as it truly is. It is nothing more than a challenge. See, if you understand that simple principle, you're going to understand why some of the people I'm going to bring up today, why they are having the success that they're having. Because they realize and they teach and they show people that build a solid income, you have to do things and think outside of the box. There are people right now on this line that are going out to some of the various businesses. And the businesses that they're going out to, ladies and gentlemen, as they go and they walk into different places, guess what? They're retailing product. They're asking the question to you or anybody you know, would like to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Guys, that's just one of the questions. Do you know that we have something more powerful than our incredible team? I remember I was in New York, and we were standing. We had a presentation to do there, and there was over 200 people in the audience. And there was a gentleman that had walked in. In fact, I was out in the lobby, and I met him, and he was walking with a cane, and he was grimacing the whole way. And so me being the kind of nosy person that I am sometimes, I asked him, I said, I hate to be nosy, but I just, did you have an accident? What happened? And the gentleman told me, I have a herniated disc in my back. I said, oh, well, we have something in common. I have one too. And we established common ground. And he says, but I refuse to take pain medication because I know the side effects. And he says, sometimes at night I go to sleep and the pain is so excruciating that I go to sleep crying. And I'm thinking, here's a grown man that is crying because the pain is so bad. And I said, sir, I don't know if this is going to help you. It has helped me tremendously, but I have no idea. But if you're willing to try it, I'm willing to give you a sample and let you just try this amazing 100% emu oil. And he says, you know what? If it's natural, I'll try it. And so I took some of the oil that I had a little sample, and he put it on his fingers, and he began to rub his shoulder and his back because he had pain in both of them. And about 5 minutes later, as I happened to be walking by that area, I looked at him, and the same gentleman that was hunched over grimacing now was more erect and smiling. And he said, I can't tell you when the last time it was that I've smiled. He said, do you mind if I walk to the front of the room and tell everybody my experience, how I feel right now? And guys, I had so much joy. See, at that point, it wasn't about the money because I didn't charge him for anything. But it was about the ability to share with another human, another person. I was able to share something with him that he got a positive response from. And so had I just been talking just tea, guys, listen, he wouldn't have gotten that response because you have to understand this company is about 38 powerful products. And when he walked to the front of the room and he told his story, the room lit up with excitement. In fact, out of the 200 people, it must have been 30 people that raised their hand and said, can I try some? Can I try some? And then a few minutes later, as they were handing out just a little sample, 1 or 2 pumps to a person's hand, there was another a lady that came up. And she says, oh, my God, you're not going to believe this. She says, I have something called a Milwaukee shoulder where I cannot raise my arm above my head. And this lady was so ecstatic and just excited because at this point, ladies and gentlemen, she took her arm and she raised it way above her head. And she said, I had not done this in years. What do you think? What do you think that lady felt like? It wasn't about money. It was about her quality of life had changed. And it was in a few moments. See, guys, if you understand the bigger picture here, we don't make any medical claims because the products are not designed to diagnose, treat, cure, heal, or prevent anything. But what they are designed to do is to literally strive to help your body do what it needs to do naturally to put your body back in balance. And the most amazing thing was that lady, if you had just saw the smile on her face, she said, I will always take these products. Guys, that is priceless. To be able to help another person like that. And so if you understand the mission of this company, and yes, you hear all the time, the mission or the goal to help 100,000 families to earn $1,000 a month or more. Guys, let me ask you something. How good would you feel if you helped 100 customers, just you personally, between now and the next year, if you personally helped 100 people who were to get on this product and had a response that they were just, their life started to change, their quality of life started to change, would you sleep better at night? See, that's our inclination. That's why when we see someone that maybe is elderly and they're struggling to walk, or, you know, they're trying to get into a door, our automatic response is to go and try to open the door for them and try to carry whatever heavy load that they have, because guess what? You have a good feeling inside of you when you do something good for someone else. The most important thing here, ladies and gentlemen, that you and I need to remember is it's not what happens to you. It's what can you do to help another person feel better, be better, improve their quality of life, because when you do that, there's a joy that comes back to you that you cannot imagine. And that's why we've been teaching everyone, sample, share the product. And when you do that, not only are you going to get the joy, but guys, guess what? You get rewarded too. You get to put money in your pocket. At this time, I'm going to bring up a lady that introduced me. She's an executive director. And Tia is out of New York. Tia Thomas is just absolutely, just incredibly building her business. But she understands the retail to recruit model. She understands the psychology about teaching a person, because guys, everybody's not going to be able to recruit. I'm just telling you, I don't care what business it is, I don't care recruit someone into a business. But what they can do is they can share a good movie. They can share a great restaurant. They can share things that they know that can bring a benefit to someone. And that's why when people share this product, ladies and gentlemen, as you share it, you get back in return not only that great feeling, but you get money put into your pocket. And that's why I tell everybody, guys, don't worry about if you can't recruit right now. The main emphasis is we want to show you how to put money in your pocket without recruiting anyone. The recruiting will come. People will recruit themselves because they want to be a part of this movement of what you have with these incredible products. Ms. Tia Thomas, are you on the line with us?
Yes, I am, Randy. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. And I tell you what, it's a pleasure to have you here tonight. And, you know, tell everybody what's so interesting about how you show the average person that comes into the business how they can put money in their pocket every single day, and why that's so important psychologically for the average person.
Wow. You know, it's just interesting that you're having this call. Let me just say again, thank you so much for having me on, and welcome distributors. This call is so priceless. And it's interesting because I was thinking the exact same thing today, Randy, as I mentioned that I had a little huddle of my own, my team that I was, you know, planned already. But you're saying the same thing that I was saying. This company is so amazing. The products we have a real business, guys. And you literally can write your own check. And for me personally, you know, first of all, you got to establish what the person wants when they come aboard. You know, not everybody, you know, don't assume they want to recruit and go to the top. Some people really, they love sales. They love, you know, a lot of people, and they might have sold things in the past, and they're really good at that. But even if you had someone who partnered with you in Total Life Changes, and they've never sold anything in their life, then, you know, you ask them the question, who do you know that maybe wanted to lose weight, get more energy, live longer, feel better? I mean, what we have is incredible. And when you launch this person properly, guys, to get to expose their business to every one of their friends, and now they're gonna get retail customers. But what I tell my team, Randy, when it comes to retail to recruit, it's right now money. Retail is right now money. Whether they purchase on the website or they purchase directly from the person, right? So I was talking to one of my business partner earlier, and I was like, do you know that you can earn $10,000 by the end of in 90 days just by marketing, let's say getting five people a day to purchase a 1 month supply of our amazing tea. And you will earn, guys. I hope you're listening on a retail. Just if you're saying, look, I don't even have time to go to a salon. I have 6 kids, 3 kids, got to cook dinner, got to do homework. I don't have time to leave my house. I promise you, with the retail on the website, you can earn $10,000 in 90 days. But Randy, the retail to recruit is so powerful because once you share the product, you sell it or give it, and they're gonna get a response from the product. You know, I was out of town for my friend's homegoing, and we had been up late a couple of days, and you know, I wasn't driving. You know, I wasn't taking any chances, so I gave them some NRG. You know, they're loving it, and they ordered a bottle, each of them. All I had was a bottle of my own, and I gave them some samples, and I turned around and turned that into cash. Now, with retail to recruit, guys, what you want to definitely do is, you know, we want you to make money daily. Write your own check. How much money I want to make today? Do the numbers. Just go out and talk to people, whether it's just maybe one salon a day or, you know, make that phone call. But, guys, the recruit portion of it is, Randy, you know, with my team, once you get someone to purchase a product, the fortune is in the follow-up. Don't just get a customer and not follow up with them. When you follow up with them, you're going to have to ask them, hey, Tia, do you know anyone else that I can help to get more energy or lose weight? Do you know anyone else? You're not asking these people, you know, come into your business. You just say, do you know anyone else? And after you ask them that, I promise you, because they had a result, they're going to say, oh, yeah, my cousin, my this, my that, my coworker. And that's when you say to them, listen, do you want me to earn a 50% commission on, you know, those people, or do you want to earn it? It's going to be, that's how, and then you wait. They will tell you. And if they say, no, you know what, I'm too busy right now, but no, you can have them. Please take those customers, okay? But if that person, yeah, because a lot of times they go, no, girl, you can do it. You can, no, they're right there in your job. You sign up and no. If they tell you, no, I'm busy, but you can have them, take the customers, because I promise you, those people are going to either start feeling better, losing weight, whatever, and that person's going to see how much customers you're getting from them, and eventually they're going to come aboard. But don't give away the money. But if they say, oh, I can make money, oh, yeah, me, then you, guess what, lead them into a call. But, you know, retail to recruit is very powerful, Randy. So, yeah, but that's basically what I do. You put money, you write your own check daily. You know, numbers don't lie.
Wow, that's amazing. And if you think about that, guys, psychologically, the average person that maybe could not recruit anybody, but because they have such a powerful product and they become familiar with a lot of the different products, what that does is it allows you to appeal to different people. And you know, Tia was dead on, guys. It's just that you have to be willing, and as you share this, and you got to get out of your mind. And I'm going to tell you guys, sometimes we have to get past our own self. You know, when somebody talks to me about selling something, I automatically trigger in my mind, okay, I've got to go convince somebody to get something that they don't want, but I want them to have because I'm trying to make money. That's not the case with these products. If you understand that these products, that there's a demand for them, it will help you make that mental shift. And that's why I tell everybody, think about this. You might want to write this down. You have to have clarity about what you're doing. You know, my wife, she's just been absolutely phenomenal. She has been a foundation for me. A lot of times, you'll see the person and you'll hear them talking, but the foundation is really the structure of the strength of what's going on. And she stays motivated. She is always listening to not only motivational tape, she's a reader. She just does phenomenal in that area. And so sometimes when I'm at the point where I could use more encouragement. I get down because, I'll have maybe a few people call me and they'll start dumping on me. Oh my goodness, I ordered this product 2 weeks ago and it's not here. Come to find out that they sent it to the wrong address, but it doesn't matter. The point is that people will try to pull you down. And every person on this line, guys, you owe it to yourself that not only do you have the motivational information that you listen to, the self-development is critical. Because I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, every day that you build yourself up is every single day you add to your financial worth. It's so amazing. She shared this with me. She said, when your clarity meets conviction and you apply action to the equation, watch out, ladies and gentlemen, because your world will transform before your eyes. And see, that's the reality. That's what's going on. That's why this company is called Total Life Changes. I'm going to bring up a lady that I had an opportunity of meeting face-to-face for the first time. And you want to talk about a team? She's a newbie on the team. We call her, in fact, this week, guys, tonight, or by tomorrow, she's going to director. But, like on a football team, you have your rookies that'll come in, and they're full of energy. And the great thing about a rookie that comes in is that they don't have the baggage. They don't have the things that they have to unlearn. When you have a rookie that joins the team, if you tell the rookie, you run left, guess what? The rookie's going to run left. If you want the ball, you run 50 yards and turn around, guess what? They're going to do that. And ladies and gentlemen, when we started to, and when I say we, I mean her mentors, her coaches on the team, told her exactly what she needed to do to start earning additional income right away. And it was the whole retail model. Because while she was recruiting, she wasn't recruiting the numbers of people that she wanted, so her income was not where she wanted it to be. But when she started concentrating on the retail market, this lady calls me, she says, I'm happy. She says, I'm so excited, I don't know what to do. Her whole spirit changed. Why? Because every day that she goes out, she's coming back home with money in her pocket. She's not only turned into a success story that way, but now, ladies and gentlemen, she's attracting other people. She's recruiting now because of the retail model that's automatically drawing people to her, wanting, because of what they're experiencing with the product, wanting to be able to share the power of the products with other people. And I want to check here very quickly. Direct out of New York, are you on the line with us?
Yes, I am.
We can hear you now, Dorette. How are you?
I'm doing great, Randy.
Well, we're not calling you a rookie because of your talents and abilities, because they are great, but we're calling you a rookie because you're new, and you literally listen to the instruction that was given, and tell everybody how much your life is changing right now, and some of the things that are going on with you day to day.
Well, I'll tell you, Randy, just as you said, listening to the calls, listen to the information that we get on the call and implementing it, it really, really has changed my whole outlook. When I went to the first meeting in New York, when you guys came to New York, the shift started then. And it motivated me to go to Atlanta because I'm not a traveler. Four hours is good enough for me. That meeting was so, it stirred something in me. And when we went to Atlanta and came back, my whole mind frame, everything changed with this company. But the biggest thing is when I personally started product and seeing what it was doing for me and my husband, that gives me the confidence because I know I'm not speaking of another person's result. I'm speaking of what the product is doing for me and how it made me feel. And then when we get out there to barbershops and salons and putting up signs and, you know, not flyers, and like you said, every day I go out there. I mean, a person just left my house about, 15 minutes ago? Came to pick up, buy some NutriBurst. I mean, constantly, someone is buying, and I'm out there with my product. I keep products on hand, and as soon as I see somebody, I give them the flyer. Oh, where can you get it? Oh, I got it right now. And I've hand it out right away and sell it. I go to places, like for instance, we were at the event. That event was so amazing, and the result we stimulated from that event, we signed up from that event 3 people. And tomorrow I have an appointment with a doctor that's interested in the tea and the Gano. I have people that try the product, just like you said. There's nothing like when someone tried the product and it works right then and there. Any other product you tell them about, and if that's what they want, they're not going to question it because they already see that it works. I have a person at the barbershop. He tried the Strike Up. And that man called me back and said, I don't know if you ever tell a lie before because people come and they have this and they have all these magic things. But he said, I tell you, you told the truth. I've never felt like this. I thought I was finished. And he said, this thing worked. Guess what? I know when I go back there and I pop out the NutriBurst, he's gonna want whatever I offer to him because he had the result that he was looking for because the product does what it said it's gonna do. I have people call me tonight about getting the Arisa oil because I rubbed it on people before and they feel what it feels like, and now it's like I don't want the little one because I sell the little one for $7. Now they talk about, oh, I want the bigger oil because that girl ran out and I want the big. Fine, but why do they want the big one? Because the little one works. Now they want to have more. So the product works, retail, it's like I'm excited with it because there's not one day gone by that I don't make money. And then when people come in, it's all good and well. And I try to work with them so that they can understand the same program. You know, get out there, get the product in people's hands. I went to my primary. I stopped by my primary today. And I put a tea with the instruction, and I gave it to his wife in the office. She asked me what it was. I explained it to her. She looked at it. Then she said, oh, we're going to have tea in the office. There's about 4 of them up in there. And they laughed and said that she's going to make the tea tonight, and all of them going to drink tea. Guess what? That will probably last them 2 days, all 4 of them, but fine. Because I know that's going to be a result of some type come from that. So you just have to go out there, and it's a business. You do your business. You present yourself. You present your business. And just like you brought out, the product sells itself. You're not out there selling. You're showing people. I mean, when it starts raining, if you have a bunch of umbrellas, guess what? Everybody's going to come and get some. Wow. You know, you have an issue with romance. All you have to do is say what the product does. And trust me, people they correlate themselves right away with it. You know, this Gano is designed to help us with your pressure, with whatever. The Chaga has, and you show them the document that they can look it up. And once people see what this product can do, then they fit themselves into those equations, and then they said, okay, I want to try this, I want to try that. But I'm telling you, I have no problem with any of the products because they does exactly what they're supposed to do, and people are buying them over and over and over, and I just know once me and my team out here that we're building take over Long Island, it's not going to be a joke, because even tonight I know I have some couple heavy hitter listening on the call right now that, I mean, there's like fire underneath their feet.
Wow. Well, Durrett, let me ask you this, because I know you just did a trade show, and the amazing thing was that you were sharing with me as the other booths were sitting there, the other vendors, and they were watching how many people were coming to your booth and how you guys were kind of like taking over the whole trade show. You mentioned to me that even some of the other vendors left their booths and started coming over because of what was happening. And guys, Durrett did something that was phenomenal. And you have to understand, when you learn to meet the needs of the people, you are going to have results. And if you understand that 1 in 3 people are suffering from chronic pain, that's what's documented, stated on the internet. 1 out of every 3 people are in some type of chronic pain. What Durrett did was, she had a chair there at her station, and when the people would come and she would ask them, do you know anybody that's in any kind of pain? And, you got this person say, oh, my elbow's bothering me, or my knee is bothering me, or whatever. She would have them sit down, and she would let them rub the emu oil on themselves. And then told them, you'll be back to see me in 5 or 10 minutes. Well, guess what happened? Those people started walking around to the other booths, and all of a sudden they noticed that their discomfort was gone. They weren't hurting anymore. So at that point, when they returned back to her booth, guess what? She led with the emu oil with some of those people that had that particular concern, that need. Remember, you meet the needs. Like Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough people get what they want, you're going to automatically get what you want. And so at that point, when they came back to her booth, guys, there was no question. It wasn't just about that they were coming back then for the emu oil. Now they're looking at the coffee on her table. They're looking at the Gano. They're looking at Shishaga. They're looking at the Strike 'em and Love, because now psychologically, you know what just happened? Here's a person. I had a need. I had a demand that needed to be filled. And that need and that demand was met, and now I'm coming back, and I know if you have something that is that good, I want to try and buy the other products. And I know you told me you did exceptionally well at the trade show. But I first of all, I want to ask you, to step out there and do something like that, even to go do your first retail. Were you comfortable? Because most people in life, guys, we are in our comfort zone. But to be able to do what other people won't do, you have to step outside of that comfort zone to step into your greatness. And let me ask you something, Durrett. This is real talk here. Were you uncomfortable at first when you went out to talk to people?
Well, when I started going to different stores, I wasn't that, confident, wanted to do that. But then once I started it, it was fine. And going to after that pushed me to want to do the event. Because now going to these stores and talking to people passing and handing out flyers, now all I'm seeing at the events now, hey, I can stay in one spot and there's going to be hundreds of people around.
Wow.
I'm ready.
One step led to the other, so it kept building up your confidence, and it's because you actually got out there and started doing it.
That's right. And so now it's like, the next event coming up on the 16th. I'm gearing up because I learned from that event, and I know one thing I learned: get my internet set up. Make sure the internet is there. I had my laptop, but I didn't pay for my internet. Make sure my internet is there, and make sure I bring lots of tea. This is crazy. I wish I had a video. I have little cups, little like 2 ounces cups for them to sample the tea. there's people walking around with tall plastic cups, keep coming back to my table getting tea. Constantly, we had to actually pick the container up and drain it into this lady's cup. I'm like, imagine that. And I think we were the only one there with something to sample in a liquid.
Wow.
I mean, it was amazing. And I mean, and I maybe sold maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 single packs. Everybody was buying it by the month supply, because that's what I let them know to get, I encourage them to get the month supply. And so, I mean, once you know your product, once you have the product layout, and you have the samples, like the oil and the tea there for them to sample it, and they see, because once you say detox, people automatically start thinking, is it bitter? Do you need to put, once they taste that whole refreshing, man, I'm telling you, if I had a barrel of tea, it would have been all gone. At one point, I'm like, do they think they're going to lose 5 pounds in one day? Stop. And then they come, male, female, young, and old. They come, as they walk up, they look at my banner from the top to the bottom, and then come right to the table and start going down the line. And almost all of them, so what do we have here now? What does this do? And everybody's asking questions, and we couldn't even speak to each person I have to give them the flyers. But that's the purpose why I had the flyers there, because when you hand them the flyer, they stand there and they look it over, and then they come back, pick up the bottle, and I mean, it's amazing. And I learned a lot of things from that expo, which is all positive. And so in my next expo, I'll be even more ready. And oh my goodness, I just can't wait. And from that expo, the result and the turnaround that I get from that, and the mind frame, the different changes and excitement, and what I'm planning on doing now, and out there every day, and already resolved in my mind, this is my business, and my business is hoping every single day. I have to have something every day, if it's even 4 bags of tea, if it's a gano, whatever it is, every day. I call my customer up, just like I did today. I call my customer up, I say, how you doing with your chaga? And I said, have you had a chaga shot lately? Oh, well, I had the chaga, but I don't have no more of that gano stuff. Oh, okay, well, let's order it. All right, let me have and that's oil too, right away.
That's amazing. But I want to thank you so much for getting on the call today. As a team member, and again, guys, Dorette's kind of brand new. When it comes to building, with this company, and again, we're going to congratulate her on becoming a director this week. You have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, everything that we're talking about tonight is mindset. 100%. Everything that we're talking about is mindset. See, if you believe that you cannot do it, you will not do it. See, a child that has no hope of thinking that they could pass a test, they won't even bother to study. When there's hope in the future, there is power in the present. What is it that you and I are doing every single day? So we can be busy doing a lot of things. But every activity that you're doing during the day, it's going to either have a positive or negative effect on your bank account. Let me repeat that. Every activity that you do throughout the day is going to have a positive or negative effect on your bank account. Whether it be your physical bank account, your mental bank account, your spiritual bank account, ladies and gentlemen, it will have an effect on you. You're either making deposits or you're letting someone else make a withdrawal. And that's why when you understand the whole mental concept behind what this company is accomplishing and realizing where you could be if you're willing to do one simple thing, and that is change your thinking, and you'll change your outcome. I understand that when I look at this company, not only is the potential here, but the reality, ladies and gentlemen, that many people are experiencing right now has been life-changing. Now, we're all in the business. What you do with the information that was shared with you tonight will either benefit you or perhaps it will benefit someone else. But the bottom line is the ability to act upon what we hear and what we do will make an impact. I'm going to leave you guys with these closing words, which, I think about life, and life sometimes gets to be profound. You see, you can't prepare for every circumstance that can come along. You can't. It's impossible to. But what you can do is you can adjust to when things do happen. It doesn't matter in life what happens to us. The only thing that matters in life is what are you going to do about it? When it comes to learning the power of adding, the whole retail to recruit mentality, when you have people that say, man, I wish I made more money, and yet you have the products that people are literally, if they just knew that you had the products, they not only would get them from you, but pay you for those products. The only thing that you and I have to do, guys, is we have to shift our thinking and act upon that shift, and change will happen. And that's why when you think about this call tonight, we went about an hour. That's the normal Team Huddle call. Guys, we've been in our huddle tonight for about an hour. You have all of tonight, all of tomorrow, all of next week, all of next month, all of next year, all of the rest of your life to do something to help other people change their quality of life. And in the process, you change the quality of your income. Those that are willing to do it, they're going to be richly rewarded. And those that don't will watch other people be richly rewarded. Because the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, you and I both know, if there's a demand, if there is a problem, if there is a challenge, some people will sit there and admire the problem, they'll admire the challenge all day long, and others will say, we've admired the problem long enough, let's find a solution. And from finding the solution, let's deliver the solution to those that want to solve the problem. And when you do that, income automatically comes. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for getting on the Team Huddle call today, guys. We're part of one team, one dream, to not only help 100,000 families, that's the goal, to earn $1,000 a month or more, but literally to help as many people as possible change the quality of their life. When you do that, you have done a good thing. I want to thank you guys again for getting on the call. We appreciate each and every one of you. We appreciate your time. And I want to say on behalf of Dorette and Tia, I want to thank both of you guys for getting on the call. We appreciate your leadership. We appreciate your mentorship. And we appreciate you taking time away from your family to be able to share with us those powerful thoughts on how to help us, how to increase and build our business. Again, guys, this call is officially over. Thank you, each and every one of you, for your time and attention tonight. And we'll see you on our next Team Huddle call. Until then, everybody, take care of yourselves, take care of your family, and help someone change the quality of their life. Bye for now.